Welcome back to my channel, The Awakening for Life, representing the underdog. I will be your host, Nate, with a lot to say. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. The last video I made, it was pertaining to 5 things I wish I would have learned sooner rather than later. And one of those things was to protect your peace, protect your presence. Your presence don't need to be everywhere, right? Your time, your love, your energy, everything that's about yourself that makes up you, you can't give it to everybody. And I'm gonna go in depth in this video and explain why. So in order to understand, let's start from the very beginning. Some of you in your life have been invited to parties. The majority of us have, right? And when we hear the word party, we get so excited. We're pumped up, we're amped up, we're ready to go. Because it's an opportunity to escape from the world. It's an opportunity to let our hair down. It's an opportunity to be who we really want to be. And so, of course, you look good, you feel good, you smell good. Dress to impress, so you can expect nothing less. And out the door we go. You get in the car, turn the vehicle on, you ready to go. Now you arrive at the destination. The moment that you step outside of your vehicle is the moment that chills are going down your back of your neck. The moment you get like a sensation. The moment you feel uneasy, you feel uncomfortable, but you don't know this feeling. You can't explain it. You cannot put your hand on it for the life of anything. And the thing when it comes down to the spirit, from what I'm understanding, is the physical we can see, but the spirit goes a lot deeper. So it's already on autopilot detecting that, hey, something is not right. And the only way that the spirit can get your attention, well, is through emotion, how you feel about being in this particular situation. It will communicate with you in a way where, hey, we need to get out of here ASAP because this here ain't it. Get out of here. And a lot of times we become our own worst enemy because there lies the choice. The choice if we're going to stay around and what they say, mess around and find out, or is it the choice that we're going to basically leave and live another day? But let's say we're going to entertain this by staying. When you choose to stay, you at the mercy for whatever could come, good, bad, or ugly. But you decided to warn the signs that you've been told. Knowledge is power, power is a knowledge. Follow me. You knock on the door. That door swings open, and now it's really intensified. It's evident. You need to go now. But you keep ignoring it. So you walk in there because let's face it, you don't want to be alone. You want the friends, you want the company. So you start dancing, you get a drink, you trying to let loose. But because you're in your awakening process, that puts you on a whole nother level that some of these people haven't been able to reach yet. So there's going to be some type of animosity. No matter how you slice it. You begin by having conversations with one person. Another person overhears the conversation you have, so now they want in on it. Now you got another person. Sooner or later, you got a group around you. But the thing about it is, by you having this group, always remember in the midst of all that, there's always a hater. And we're going to call this hater, for the sake of conversation, the warden. And the warden's job is to stunt the growth of other people, is to keep people blinded. But here you're in your awakening state and you waking people up, which does a disservice. Yeah, you got it, to the warden. So the warden automatically is threatened by your potential. This is what Spirit was trying to warn you of the whole time. Spirit was basically trying to tell you that what you felt, that uncomfortable feeling, came from the warden. The warden sees you as someone who is very articulate. You represent yourself well. You look good. You're confident in what you believe in, what you speak in. You produce the light. And the light is what affects them. So they're going to seek to throw little words at you. They're going to try to insult your intelligence. They're going to try little tactics in order to bring you down, to make you feel less of yourself. They're going to do every little thing they can to get you up on out of there. It's like you trying to step into a haunted house and the paranormal in the house basically saying, hey, you need to get up on out of here. This is mine. And that's what it is when a lot of people are faced with insecurities. Or they'll try to ignore you. They'll do something silly, kid stuff, right? And so now you're really thinking, all of a sudden, going home and watching a movie on Netflix isn't such a bad idea after all. Or maybe going home and flicking my thumbs and playing a video game. Going home and fixing myself a meal and watching, I don't know, your family, whoever you around with. You have alternate ways of choosing your peace over the drama. You have alternate ways of looking at a situation differently, but you're in it. And a lot of times when we go to venues that don't want us there to begin with, that's when trouble starts. Trouble start brewing. Now you got illegal substances all over the place. Then it gets dark as time goes on. So the feeling that you was having was trying to warn you as a precursor that, hey, this is not your speed. This is not who you are. Somebody gets a tip based on the scent or whatever's going around. Now you got the SWAT showing up at the door. Boom! Everybody on the ground. Everybody get down. You don't know what's going on. You just, you're frozen. You're frozen in disbelief. Everybody there that night. Handcuffs. I don't want to hear nothing. Handcuffs. I make the noise for you one more time. And once them handcuffs on it, you ain't getting out of there. One by one, you get escorted out of there. Get loaded up in a cop car. You trying to figure out how I'm here in the first place. Hold up, what's going on? You went from this uncomfortable feeling completely to now you feel mad, but now you're scared. Not to mention, you gotta be to work tomorrow. Not to mention, if you have family, you gotta make it to pick them up. You got kids that's with babysitters. Oh, how I'm gonna pick up my kids? How I'm gonna do this? How I'm gonna do that? So you sitting in there, and based on the amount of stuff that they found, well, it's not looking really good for you right now. It looks like you're gonna be doing a little bit of time, even if it was your first offense. Because they done found a lot of it. They done found a lot of product. That's something that can cost you 10, 15, 20 years of your life. Now the hater, well, we'll just say the warden has successfully completed the mission. Because the mission was to take away your light. The mission was to take away your hand, your influence. That was the mission that was coming from the hater the whole time. And you didn't even realize it. So now you got to figure out how you're going to get yourself out of the jam. You're going to go to the judge when the time comes and say, hey, I didn't know this was going on. I was just invited to this party. The judge is going to respond, yeah. I was just born yesterday. No mercy. But remember, we said at the beginning, if you choose to stay, you choose to be at the mercy for whatever coming. A lot of time, whatever coming isn't going to show you any mercy. Now it's a fight for your life. It's a battle because now you're ushered in to a condition that you don't know how to handle it. You don't know how to get around it. You see all type of wardens in the jail. You see all type of wardens in the prison. Not to mention, you're going to miss time seeing your loved ones, seeing the people that you are familiar with. You're going to lose your life. You're going to lose your life. Let's point blank simple and put it like that as it is. You're going to lose your life behind one night. Behind the spirit was telling you, hey, and warning you, this, go home, go home, go home. And this is why I say that your health, your safety, and your freedom is your tangibles. It's your prized possession. It's more than money and precious metals combined. I keep telling y'all this because I've seen it happen time after time. And I say this out of respectfulness. I say it to wake people up to realize that there are forces out there that's trying to steal your life. There are forces out there that's trying to steal who you are as a person. There are people that aren't gonna like you. There are people that's looking to drag you down with them because their level is here, your level is up here. It doesn't make you better than them at all. It's just the fact that you chose to put the work in for yourself to protect you. And now, the thing about it is, in the reality of everything that's transpiring, we are just temporary vessels living in the permanent world. So the world is going to evolve with or without you. So what our spirit does is it vets the people around us. It vets the people around us. It vets the energy. Energy doesn't lie. Energy will always tell you the truth. Energy is precise. It's on point, baby. If that's what it is, chances are that's what it is. Intuition is a superpower. It's a superpower that many people take for granted. But if you trust it, you'll live a long life. If you reject it, then you walk into the ambush without even knowing it. The trap is always set up for the unaware. The trap is always set up for those who refuse to pay attention. And so that's why I say that our time, our love, our energy, our loyalty, all that, give it to people wisely. And you might very well find one friend in the world, but that one friend is all you need. You might find one acquaintance in the world, but that one acquaintance is all you need. Your time, your loyalty, your love, your health, your safety, your freedom are all your personal, what makes you in the grand lot of things. And it's very unfortunate because, again, one night could take you away from everything. One night could cost you your life. One night could cost you your freedom. One night could cost you your safety. One night. Stick with the percentages. Stick with what you know. Try to evolve with people who are on the same mind wave. And you usually can tell because your energy will basically give you that connection. That's how we find our soulmates. Not a soulmate, but soulmates. More than one. So it's possibilities. You might find one or you might find many. But I say this, you protect your energy, protect your time. I used to have this thing too. I'm gonna give people the same energy they give me. Then I realized, wait a minute, why am I going back and forth with you? If you're giving me negative energy, then I'm gonna preserve my peace and walk away. Gone are the days where I'm doing knuckle battles with people. I don't have time for that. I'm leaning towards my mindset. And I've always been that way. I've always leaned towards the mind, but I think age and time prepares you to lean more on your mindset than the physical. I don't feel the need that I'm gonna rip my shirt in half and poke my chest out and say, oh, I got a big S. You can have the big S, but the big S can also contribute towards your demise. Because a lot of times, ego comes without conditions. I think that's what I want to say. Ego comes without conditions. Ego has no ball and chain. And some people, you know, they consume all type of the alcohol, and the alcohol speaks for them, and they start poking their chest out and thinking they can take on anybody and everybody in the world. Protecting your peace, protecting your safety, protecting your freedom. Your presence don't need to be everywhere. And this is not me telling you what you need to do. This is just basically me throwing a scenario out there as a frame of reference. It's all reference. It's all perception. But I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section, because again, knowledge is power. Power is knowledge. This is how we are able to communicate with each other. This is how we're able to bond. This is how we're able to move things forward. So let me know how you feel, and I'll see y'all next time.